Hey y'all! I know this is a little bit of a departure from my usual content, but I'm a jack of all trades, so bear with me. In case you need a refresher, since I haven't shown my face on this channel in quite a long while, hi, I'm Artifacts Vegan. I'm a massive nerd. I want to spend this video talking about Kingdom Hearts, specifically Kingdom Hearts 3D or HD, Dream Drop Distance. Now, while Dream Drop isn't my favorite Kingdom Hearts game, and I definitely have my gripes with some of it, the grid, I still love it. It's very near and dear to my heart, just as the rest of the Kingdom Hearts series is, and I wanted to talk about some things I noticed with it. Now then, without further ado, let's talk about the connections between Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance and Hypnosis. Now, you might be confused about what I mean when I say Dream Drop Distance has connections to Hypnosis. Dreams? Yeah, it's in the name. But Hypnosis? You might think that's crazy talk, but it really isn't. Before we keep going, let's get something out of the way. Hypnosis is very much not how you may have seen it in media. It's a complex and nuanced exploitation of the human mind. As someone who's been hypnotized several times, I can say it's pretty fun letting someone else take the reins and mess with your head. All of what I say in this essay will be based on personal experience and the experience of friends. Now, with all this talk of messing with heads, you might be scratching yours. So let's actually discuss some of these connections. Firstly, I want to talk about the drop mechanic. For those not aware, which, wow, thanks for sticking around when you haven't played Dream Drop, in Dream Drop Distance, there's a mechanic called dropping. Dropping as a game mechanic switches you from Sora's side of things to Riku's and vice versa. In the story, however, it is characterized by Sora or Riku rapidly falling asleep, sometimes directly at the hands of one of the organization members. In Hypnosis, dropping someone is the act of putting them into trance, which feels and looks much like falling asleep. You may have seen those videos of people being put to sleep with hypnosis or seen it done in media. It's the same principle. That was among the first things that stuck out with me when the drop mechanic. It's almost one-to-one with being dropped into trance. Dropping midway through an encounter definitely feels similar to suddenly being dropped midway through a sentence or a conversation. With how the organization are able to cause Sora and Riku to drop on a whim, it's exactly like having a drop trigger. One moment you're wide awake, and then somebody snaps their fingers and you're out like a light and your brain shuts off. I'm sure we're all aware that hypnosis can be an incredible tool for manipulation, which is part of why safe practices are important. And if you've played Dream Drop Distance, you're definitely aware of how Sora is being manipulated throughout the whole game. Sora's side of the dream has been completely hijacked by Organization 13, and it shows. He's putty in their hands. I'm sure it's not just me who's noticed that Sora is really ditzy in Dream Drop. Shout out to Regular Pat for making me notice that. Sora is at his ditziest and most clueless in Dream Drop, which makes sense if the organization wants to manipulate him. The dumber he is, the easier it is to control him. This is another thing you can do with hypnosis. When someone is in trance, their brain is like putty in your hands, able to be molded with enough practice. Personality, mannerisms, intelligence, knowledge, common sense, all can be altered. Now, you might be saying that you're not really yourself in a dream, but what about Riku? He's as sharp as ever and his sass is on full display.
Well, like this is fair.
The best explanation for this is Sora is this way because of the organization's meddling. It feels like Sora's intelligence, common sense, and perception are being messed with in real time. Now, I'm going to talk about some miscellaneous things that don't fit either of the previous categories. First up to bat is the artist formerly known as Tron, Rinzler. Rinzler is the result of Tron's program being manipulated and rewritten by Clue, not dissimilar to how one can act like a completely different person under hypnosis. And yet, Tron's personality is still buried beneath it all, as evidenced by him reaching for Sora's hand before falling to his death. Just like when you're hypnotized to act different, your personality doesn't just go away. It's still there beneath the new one, ready to be brought back at any time. Next is the title of Traverse Town's field theme in this game, Traverse in Trance. If you haven't heard this, please go take a listen. I'll play a few seconds of it here, but I can't do the whole thing for copyright reasons. It's amazing. My preferred Traverse Town field theme. But the title is what I want to talk about. Traverse in Trance. Come on. I don't even need to say anything about that one. Finally, I want to briefly touch on Dream Drop's parallels with Chain of Memories. Chain of Memories sees Sora and Riku completely separately going through a strange and unusual series of events wherein Organization 13 messes with their minds and they see reflections of past worlds they've been to. In both games, Sora takes the brunt of the mind tomfuckery. In Calm, his mind is slipping away from him and his memories are being completely rewritten. In Dream Drop, his perception and intelligence are manipulated to make him easier to control. Meanwhile, Riku is on the other side, helping Sora from a distance while going through his own personal journey regarding his trauma from being controlled by Ansem. Now, Chain of Memories is definitely less hypno-y than Dream Drop Distance, but it was a worthwhile point to mention, so I figured I should bring it up. Whether intentional or not, Kingdom Hearts 3D Dream Drop Distance is intertwined with themes of hypnosis and manipulation of the mind. I, for one, think the story and themes are improved by this. But of course, these are just the ramblings of a fan who happens to enjoy Hypnosis. Why don't you tell me what you think? I'd love to hear your thoughts and whether you agree or disagree with me in the comments. At the end of the day, Dream Drop Distance was a celebration of the series' 10th anniversary, so it has far more ties to celebrations, carnivals, and parties than to Hypnosis. But to say it has no connections would be blatantly untruthful. And trust me, I have plenty to say on Dream Drop's themes of celebration and fun. Mayhaps another video essay is in order. Hey, thanks for sticking around to the end of the video. I know most of you guys are here for my vocal synth stuff, but I'm glad you stuck around to see this through with me. If you are still here, that is. If you're not, I'm talking to an empty room, and that would make me seem crazy. Anyway, I hope you liked the video. I've been wanting to talk about this for a while, so I figured I might as well make it a video essay, short as it was, since I haven't seen anyone else talk about it. Which is a shame, because it seems so obvious to me. Though that may be because of my interest in hypnosis and other such topics. If you're here and you're not familiar with my other work, why not subscribe? I probably have something else you'll like. And if you want to support me, the link to my Ko-fi is in the description for you to check out. Every little bit helps. I don't really know how to go about ending this, so see you later.